Hello, this is Stephen Childs. I'm nothing. So are you. Nothing wins. Nothing always wins. So, I'm a person that hears communication from the others. I've heard people describe it as the other room, like it's a different room that we can't see. But I'm not in a room. I'm up the canyon. And trying to find a way over here to sit on that log. There it is. Place to sit down. Think things over for a minute. So, these people in the other room, I'm hearing them say, he's strange. He's a strange man. You think they're talking about me? So, my return thought was, you're the strangest one in the whole universe. You are the strangest. And they're also saying, run him over. Why don't you run him over? You think they're talking about me? There was a sign on the way when I first got started up here. And it's like, enter at your own risk. And I was thinking it should say below that, there may be people up here. People are dangerous. I saw a little snake and I almost stepped on it. And I jumped so I didn't step on a little water snake. So I let it crawl back under a rock to hide. Then I saw a squirrel, so spring's here. So I hear these other people that say that you're crazy, you're a lunatic because you can hear voices, that kind of thing. And I don't really care if I'm crazy. I think they're crazy. You know, I think a lot of them know what I'm talking about and they lie about it. So the ones that say that I should be on medication, they are the ones that are tormenting me in the other realm of the mind. What if that's the case? So, I can't find a place to sit. Here we go, found a rock. Now they're saying he doesn't know. They always say he doesn't know. And they say he hasn't woke up yet. So when I'm talking about spiritual awakening, it's more in a Buddhist sense, knowing that everything is actually nothing, so don't worry about anything because it's nothing anyway. Try not to harm anybody. They even practice not stepping on bugs. I do that sometimes too. I avoided stepping on the snake and I avoided stepping on the potato bug. And I'm avoiding people. I'm just giving them their space and not getting in their space. They want to play. There'll be like a voice that enters my mind, a thought, and it says, look at that. And I don't see anything, and then a minute later, a few seconds later, there's an attractive young woman. I don't want to look at the attractive young woman. I want to stay away from the attractive young woman and just go on my walk. I do not want to get sexually aroused. And so they think I'm crazy. No, I think they're crazy for being addicted to being sexually aroused. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. I found out the best way to be is to not be under control of anything. Fear, desires. So this is rather Buddhist type thought, isn't it? There's a large river birch. They have so many trunks. That one has more trunks than any one I've ever seen. The leaves are coming out on it. It's still alive. A lot of it's dead. That is an old river birch. Very old. So, the trees in Utah are small. A lot of them are dwarf. Like the oak, we call it scrub oak. It's like oak brush. It's not very big at all. But you can't walk through it, it's so thick in some places. The elk just go charging through it and it moves out of their way. So I've been thinking a lot about all the trauma from my past. Oh, I'm so glad it's nothing. Good comes from it. Good comes to the people that I harmed because of the situation. We get into situations that we end up doing more harm to others because we have to choose one thing or the other, and either choice harms somebody, or we make a mistake. We just make a regular old mistake and it does harm to people. That happens a lot. There'll be somebody, pilot error, they call it with a plane crash. There's the same driver error in cars. It's not intentional, but I've thought about that with doctors, surgeons, and how they're concerned about not making any mistakes in the operation. So not to worry, we do the best we can. Please forgive me, we forgive you. It really helps to have this thought that good comes from our trauma, good comes from our difficulties, good comes from our mistakes. And it all adds up to nothing. So it's not anything. Meister Eckhart, he didn't know anything about Buddhism, but he said, God is pure nothing. He said, become disinterested in everything. It's a lot like Buddhism. So these people in this other realm that I can hear, they occupy people. They've taken control of a lot of the humans. You know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing that I'm the only human left. I don't believe that, but it's putting the idea across that most everyone is under control of Maya. They're not awakened in a Buddhist sense. Not in a sense that there's a power we need to surrender to. That's what they want me to do. People that are awake in their book have surrendered to them. They're narcissistic fools. We don't surrender to them. They're nothing. I wish they'd realize that, like I've realized that I'm nothing. There wouldn't be so much of a problem for us.